EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
And he gets a clean slate and a competition in his new spot in Indianapolis. Obviously trying to eliminate some bad habits he picked up in New York. But after a brief pit stop in Minnesota, this gives him a chance to continue the trend of veteran quarterbacks who have a chance to excel with a fresh start and a new team.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Second down and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Throwing, Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's one. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding who defenders are.
Well, we talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
That good for 22 and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
The #1 overall pick in April's draft. What an unlikely story to get to that spot. A 0-star recruit out of high school, the University of Incarnate Word, to Washington State, to Miami, and he comes into the league as Division I's record holder for most passing touchdowns in a career with 158. The Tennessee franchise now revolves around him and his development.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Ward. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Now Ward. Forced out to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Tennessee.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Here's Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
2nd and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ward. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Lockett the man in motion. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll get to Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun here, Ward. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Lockett from 13 yards out. And the Titans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now. But this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
10 more yards. Complete to Mo Alley Cox. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the
in need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down.
A gain of 6.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce from 10 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14.
That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Snap will come from the 31 on second and 7. To throw, here's Ward. It's caught, Lockett. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Ward. This pass deep for Okonkwo. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
51-yard gain. First down, Tennessee.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Able to slither by. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Looking to put a drive together. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the 31, here's second down and 5. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. That one finds Pierce right side. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, You'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Gets past one man. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Pretty entertaining start, 14-all the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now a give to Taylor. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 20-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from the 20. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
What a call there on 3rd down. They're expecting pressure, and it comes. But you tell your quarterback, you've got to be an actor here. Hold it for a beat, and then it's all you. And this is a great run to not only pick up the first, but take it all the way into the end zone.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Colts 21.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Ward off the play fake. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Titans.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now, Ward. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Ward. This complete to Lockett. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. That's into the hands of Iomanner. Just a gain of a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw. Jones.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Ooh, the juke. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Colts.
A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. But whatever they were trying to call, Chad Muma had it read from the start, getting behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
Swinging this out for Pollard. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Ward. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On fourth down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker on to punt for Tennessee. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Only a couple there, and so he'll be brought down about the 28.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The offense on third down tonight can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They're looking at third and a few inches. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to fourth. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Play action. It's Ward. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Titans' 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
To throw is Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Ward. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. There's some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he's flushed out left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
1st down, Titans.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep here and go instead with Spears. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Ward. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakonkwo, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Complete to Jonathan Taylor. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 40 now on second down. Jones. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for another Colts.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, second down. On the handoff, Taylor. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here comes third and the length of the football. Back to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to give that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it, In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Lockett, the motion man right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 115 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5. A give to Pollard running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Tony Pollard, 49 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there. Great poise, step.
The previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Slide for the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Jones throwing on 4th down.
He finds Pierce. It's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Alec Pierce
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce.
Michael Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He has been a factor in a multitude of ways. Over 100 yards rushing. He's approaching that number in the receiving category, too.
And you know why I've always respected guys who can have these types of games? As a runner, you're going through a pile. People are raking at the football all the time. Your hands take a beating, okay? And to be able to still go out and catch the football in open field after going through that guy's dynamite.
He's been dynamite in this game so far. We'll see defensively if they have an answer, because they need to come up with something. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Second down, Pollard again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
14. First down, Tennessee.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Throwing is Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he will find Ridley on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Ward. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. To throw, here's Ward. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Cam Ward, 14 yards. And the Titans are able to move back in front.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And
oh, it's blocked. The Colts have it, but he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
And get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Indy offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 11. And the Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed. It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
That's complete to Pierce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For another Colts. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown. Michael Pittman. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the others. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Off the play fake, Ward. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Throwing now, Ward. Now they go screen. It's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offense had Daniel Jones set to take over again. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones dancing to his left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Able to make
make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for another Colts. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts will add to their fourth-quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Looking to put a drive together. Ward now, throwing to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Ward. Airing it out. Looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Looking to put a drive together. Out of the gun, Ward. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Moore. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll go with the keeper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett.
Complete to Tyler Lockett. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Second and a couple. They toss it down to Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Tennessee.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Sly on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Colts
So that
56,
drive in total 8 plays.
51.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Muscles by at the 25. And able to get this out to the 25. Indy offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a 2-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
He was brought down at
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Carter, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Up
the middle. Here's Taylor. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Throwing Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Good for another Colts. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On the ground, DJ Giddens.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Draymond Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts add 6 to their lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Badgley on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now Ward. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. To throw is Ward. And to find the open man, that's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To the air again, Ward.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Ward.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Cam Ward
Taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Titans 58.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start by running the option to the right.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's a 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.